The Zexal world has now been added into Duel Links. This deck that you see here is linked to the Zubarbar, Go Go Go, Do Do Do, Gagaga, Cha 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 archetype. This archetype is not currently very competitive. This could definitely change as time goes on, as we get stronger support cards and stronger Xyz monsters. But even right from the start, this deck has a very strong skill. You take two Zubarbar, Gagaga, Go 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 or Do 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 cards with different names from your hand and put them into your deck. You then search your deck for two Zubarbar, Gagaga, Go 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 or Do 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 monsters with different names and put them into your hand. I'm pretty much just playing the Gagaga cards because they're the ones which help spam the field for Xyz summoning. The reason why I'm playing so many one-offs in the monster lineup is because the skill gets you anything you need. The one monster that I'm using 3 of, aside from Karibo, is Gagaga Sister. This card, once normal summoned, can add a Gagaga spell or trap card. There are 5 possible cards to search here. I'm not really a fan of tag, draw, wind or network though. For me, they feel a bit too conditional. The attack boost on tag can sometimes be helpful, like with Samurai, but it does not feel worth dedicating a spot in the deck for. In similar ways, wind and draw have niche purposes that don't quite warrant their use. Maybe I'd use them in a deck size of much more than 20, but in 20 cards the deck space is a lot more tight. Network, I think, is a similar case to the other 3. It does have purpose, but it is also quite restrictive. Bolt is really good. Searching multiple does happen quite a lot, and another reason why I play 3 is because it is not once per turn. A good thing about the spells though is that you can use the skill to return them and search for monsters. A level 2 with Sister makes rank 4, so I'm playing 1 each of the level 2s. Child and Clerk do pretty much the same thing. Child is slightly better. You can't use the skill to put back or grab monsters of the same name, so that's why I do 1 of each. Utopic Onomatopoeia is treated as a Gagaga monster. It, alongside Zubarbar Bancho and Gagaga Coat, these names by the way, are both very important extenders. When you have your normal summon free, that is when you go for Utopic Onomatopoeia. If you have used your normal summon, that is what Zubarbar Bancho Gagaga Coat is for. Mancer is a great follow-up play. Its effect when detached is very useful too. For example, it makes Samurai threaten lethal. These cards also work well at more than 1 copy. I'm just doing 1 of each to get room for tech cards in a 20 card deck. Speaking of tech cards, there's quite a spread of them in this build. I mainly found myself facing combo decks, so that's why I'm not playing lots and lots of back row hate in this deck. But it's all meant to be quite generic. All of these cards are quite strong against quite a variety of decks. There is lots of different options. When you are choosing your tech cards, you need to not focus on trying to OTK, because you have to consider what happens if you can't OTK with those cards and what happens if you go first with those cards. Having lots of tech cards can make you draw bad hands, but you can't really beat super strong meta decks using only your engine with this deck. I'm not playing Magician because I don't think there's enough strong high-rank Xyz monsters to make it worth it. I don't use Girl because I feel like her main purpose comes from using Network. My extra deck is 7 one-offs because I find them all useful. If I wasn't using Clerk and Child, I would be using less rank 4s. Also, if you're not a fan of Clerk or Child, I do recommend playing more of these. I use Cowboy because of its attack mode effect. It can beat monsters of up to 3000 attack points. Samurai is really strong because it can just attack twice. Utopia has decent stats and a decent effect. Deltarus can sometimes be made and it has a strong effect. General is a way to deal with Cocytus. And Force Focus and Sword Breaker are both strong rank 6s. That is all for the deck breakdown. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible.
for a reason. Came out looking to throw me around, but I'll be holding on forever. You won't bring me catch you one more time.